Hey there yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to My Yoga Time. Today I have the third class for you in the chakra series. We're moving up to Manipura, your solar plexus chakra, which is your yellow spinning wheel just below the diaphragm. So this energy center relates to our right to act. It's often associated with your self-esteem, known as your power center, reflects your self-confidence, but it's so much more than this. This is your innate, your natural protective mechanism. So rewinding, coming back to our root chakra is where we become embodied. It's our right to be here, where our primal needs are met. We then move up to the sacral chakra, our right to feel, where we start to enjoy the pleasures of life. And then we move up to the solar plexus, which is your radar. This is your natural protective mechanism, your power center. And it is here in this power center that we also manifest that which we desire. So when we are listening to our gut instinct, we are listening to our solar plexus. So quite often out of duty, or maybe it's habitual, we often ignore our gut instinct to please others. But just consider, at what cost is that to you? So we need to learn to trust our gut instinct, our solar plexus, and we do that by tuning into that space first before considering others. And by also trying to eliminate fear, which is easier said than done. But we need to understand that the vibration of fear drags us down and makes us vulnerable. A balanced solar plexus keeps us strong, radiant, a peaceful warrior. One who can manifest with ease and grace. If we deny this instinct, it becomes weak and we become passive. A balanced solar plexus is embodied by someone who is kind, who speaks with clarity, though can sometimes be a little direct as well. But when balanced, we stand in our power and we feel safe. So the element associated with your solar plexus chakra is the one of fire. So with that in mind, we're going to practice Surya Mudra today. So your thumb represents the fire element, your ring finger is the earth element. So for Surya Mudra, we curl the ring finger down and place the tip of your thumb on the back of the second knuckle. So whenever the opportunity presents in this class to take the mudra, please do so. So in order to ignite the solar plexus, we're considering postures which will create heat, so core postures, side bends and twists. So when you're ready, let's begin on our back. I do have one block for this practice, but you really can do this class without the block. If you need a little extra support, you could always use a thick book. I'm going to come down onto our backs. And just to begin with, I'm going to take our awareness to that solar plexus. So feet nice and wide, knees can fall in. Find your mudra. Tuck your shoulders under. Closing the eyes down. Placing the very tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Begin to gently constrict or narrow the back of your throat for Ujjayi breath. You may even start to hear the sound of your breath. Taking your awareness now to that space just below the diaphragm, your yellow spinning wheel. Breathe into this space. And let's ignite our fire now. Let's bring those feet a little closer together. We're going to stack the knees above the hips or thereabouts. Imprint your lower back into the mat. Gently engage Mula Bandha so you're toning at your base. A little squeeze around the genitals. Ladies can lift the pelvic floor. So when you're ready, interlace the hands and see if you can lift the upper body off the mat. As we exhale, we'll straighten the right leg and cross the right arm over the left leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale other side, yogi bicycles. Keep the jaw relaxed. Keep breathing. And let's take a hold of this left knee now, straighten the right leg, squeeze that thigh in towards the chest, and then we'll prepare to twist, recruiting your prop, taking that left knee over to the block. Option to take Surya Mudra through the left hand and the right hand as well, unless you want to place that hand on the knee. Find that cleansing breath into the lower belly, the lower back. And from here, we'll straighten that left leg, stack it on top of the right, roll onto your right side. We're pushing up into a side sphinx. So you have the option to stay here on those forearms, or a little stronger if you straighten the arms, looking over your left shoulder. Breathing down the right side of the body. And let's release, lower down. Return to your back. A little more core once again, picking up those feet, imprinting your lower back, lift the upper body. This time we'll keep the arms straight and just alternate the legs. Next time you bend the right leg, lower down, move into your twist, take your prop over. Remember that we deepen our twist by deepening the breath. And let's release, straightening both legs, rolling onto the left side, lifting up for your side sphinx, either on the forearms or straightening that left arm. And from here we'll come all the way up. Rolling over onto all fours now, coming into your tabletop position. Inhale into a back bend and exhale to around the spine. Just do 2 more of those. And then from a neutral spine, we'll thread the needle left arm underneath the right. You can always use the block under the ear if it doesn't meet the floor with ease. I'm taking Surya Mudra through my left hand. Right fingertips on the mat, right elbow pointing to the ceiling. Option 1 is as you are. Option 2, straighten the right leg and then lift the foot up off the floor, dorsal flexing the foot. Be sure to squeeze the shoulders towards one another. And let's release, lower down, return to tabletop. This time inhale, raise the right leg. Exhaling, knee to nose. Next inhalation, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, step that foot through in between the hands. Ground the left foot down and windmill those arms up, warrior 2. From here, we'll move into our side angle pose. So option 1, you might just have the hand to the knee. Option 2, elbow to the knee. And if you are taking the elbow there, I want you to gently create resistance. Push the elbow into the knee, lift the knee into the elbow. Final variation, if it's available for you, maybe you can lower down to the floor, or you've got the block there as well. Option to take Surya Mudra through your left hand. A little tuck of the tailbone here, breathing into the side body. Gently pressing into both feet as though you're stretching the mat. Breathing into the solar plexus. Next inhalation, windmill those arms up. We'll reverse the warrior. And then windmill the arms down, lower down into a low lunge. Arms coming up. We're going to twist here. Option 1, back of the left palm to the outer knee. Option 2, bring the hands to prayer. And if you can, lift that right knee off the mat and gently press the feet away from one another. Again, breathing into the solar plexus. And let's release. Downward facing dog. Knees to the mat. And we'll thread the needle the other side, right arm underneath the left. Finding your mudra, pointing left elbow to the ceiling. Firming right arm down into the mat. Either staying there or straighten the left leg and float the left foot off the floor. And let's release, lower that knee down, pushing all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Step it through. Ground the back foot, warrior 2 as you windmill the arms up. And then taking your side angle pose, either hand to the knee, elbow to the knee, or lower the arm down to the floor. So if you have lowered the arm down, push the arm into the leg, leg into the arm, create a little lock there. Gently point the tailbone down. Let's inhale to come up, reverse your warrior, and windmill the arms down, low lunge. Try and pull that right knee forward as you bring the arms up, and then either taking the hand to the outer knee or hands to prayer. Let's release. Step it back, downward facing dog. Now option yogis to hold your downward facing dog. Maintain Ujjayi breath, gentle tone in the back of your throat. Or another way to help ignite that solar plexus is to engage Uddiyana Bandha. So that's around the navel center. So what I want you to do here is breathe out through the mouth. You'll blow the breath out. Then engage Mula Bandha, so tone at the genitals. Tuck the chin in and then gently draw the navel up and in towards the spine. Hold that activation for as long as is comfortable. And then when you need to inhale, try to sip the inhalation slowly. Be soft around the edges, don't overstrain. If it feels good, we'll go for round 2. Inhale. Exhale. Engage Mula Bandha. Engage your chin lock. And then gently draw navel up and in. Well done, yogis. Inhale forward into plank. Feel free to lower the knees if you're fatiguing. Otherwise, we'll chaturanga all the way down to the mat. Arms next to the body, tailbone tucks under. Let's lift up into our locust pose. Lifting through the inner thighs, reaching the fingers back towards the feet. And let's lower down. I'm going to roll over onto your back. And cross the left leg over your right leg. Lift the feet up off the mat once again. Press the thighs together. Imprint the lower back. And then we'll lift the upper body. Keep squeezing thighs together. Let's lower down. Move the hips a little to the left. Recruit your prop once again. As you twist, knees over to the right, finding your mudra. Breathing again into the solar plexus. Let's inhale back to center. We'll practice that same sequence on the other side. Right leg over the left. Lifting the feet, imprinting the lower back, engaging Mula Bandha. Squeezing out any last bit of tension from your body. And lower down. Moving into your twist. And try to give in to gravity here in your twist. Softening the hips, the buttocks. And deepening your twist by deepening your breath. And let's inhale back to center. Uncrossing the legs, moving into Shavasana. Shoulders tucking under, finding Surya Mudra once again. Softening the forehead, the tongue and jaw. And see if you can bring your awareness once again to the solar plexus. A bright, vibrant, yellow spinning wheel. Let's inhale a little deeper now. Feel free to wiggle toes and fingers. Follow any urges to move or stretch. Only when you're ready, roll to your preferred side. Take a few breaths there in the fetal position if you like. Whenever you're ready, of course, coming up to seated. Thanks for practicing with me today, yogis. I hope you enjoyed that solar plexus class. And stay tuned. Coming up soon, we'll move up to the heart chakra. Wishing you a lovely day. Namaste.